Hi, this is Robert Platt, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. I want to show a arm superset for biceps and triceps that I'm doing on our shoulder machine. So we'll come around this thing here, and I'm actually on our FreeMotion shoulder machine, and it has a seat you can see here, cables kind of down to the side. The typical use for the machine is to do like an overhead press. We'll do standing lateral raises, a bunch of bent over lateral raises, rear delt lateral raises. We'll do a lot of rows off the back side here in the open area. So we have a lot of fun with this machine. It's pretty cool. Just really smooth. I've had a lot of shoulder injuries. I popped both my shoulders out of place when I was in high school playing football. So it's actually a really cool machine for me to be able to do more shoulder work. It's just a little more shoulder friendly than dumbbells. So what I want to show is a superset of doing a seated curl. So I'm going to do a seated curl where I actually let the weights come down and set. And then I have to kind of curl it back up. So it's kind of deloading at the bottom of the curl. And that's going to force my biceps to recontract every single rep. That causes a lot of good, productive muscle damage. I'm then going to take the handles, kind of flip them up overhead, and do a seated overhead extension. So this is a really cool way to use our shoulder machine for both biceps and triceps. Okay, so I'm going to show you a set here. Now for our example, I'll be doing sets of 10 reps. You can do pretty much any rep ranges you want. You can do them real heavy with 6 and 6, 6 reps of each movement. You can do them high reps for 20 and 20, whatever kind of you're in the mood for. So what I'll do is get really good position. I'm going to curl up, and then I'll come down, and you'll hear the weights touch. I then recontract the muscle, so every time I'm controlling, so the weight actually isn't just falling, but I'm having to recontract every time I want to do the bicep curl. This is going to get me a lot of good muscle damage, but I don't have to get to a fully extended position, which when heavy can risk a bicep tear. So this is just a really fun variation that you can tell by my voice. It's a lot of work. Then we'll say that I'm around 10 reps, maybe one more for good measure. Good. Then I'll keep the handles close to me, and I'm going to get up overhead, and then I'll do a tricep overhead extension. So this is a really good way to put the triceps under a stretch tension at the bottom of the movement, which helps kind of open up the tight tissues that you might have in your armpits and your upper lats and upper triceps. But it's a nice change of position. Most of the time when we work our triceps, our elbows are down, so this is a good way to get a little bit of a different angle on the joint and the muscle to stimulate some new growth. So we'll say that was around 10 or so, and just bring it down under control. So in my working sets, what I've been doing up to this point was 10 curls and 20 extensions. I find that my triceps are stronger than my biceps. Now I could change the weight in between each movement if I wanted to. You can do that however you want. This is just to present you an option for bicep curls and overhead extensions, ways to train your biceps and triceps on our shoulder machine. So give it a try, and good luck.